What is up? It's Hobbyist First. I'm excited to present another large Warhammer Fantasy army. This one is painted by Joe, also known as King Flippy on social media. The army was made for Warhammer Fantasy 8th edition, and it is a Chaos Legion force combining units from the Warriors of Chaos, Demons of Chaos, and a little bit from the Beastmen book. And it has all four factions, including Slaanesh, Khorne, Tzeentch, and Nurgle. Here is a Greater Demon of Slaanesh using the Age of Sigmar model for Sigvald the Magnificent. Joe has him mounted on a 50mm square, and his scale fits in real nice with other Greater Demon models. This would be a battle standard bearer on Demonic Steed, all metal. And then look at the Mask of Slaanesh from the Demons book. This is a Chaos Hell Cannon, older metal model on a 3D printed base. Here are 5 Fiends of Slaanesh, and these are a mix of metal and resin models. Moving over to the Khorne stuff, start off with a unit of 8 Khorne Knights. And these models are notoriously difficult to rank up, so you'll see that some of them are placed forward on their bases to allow for a second rank to fit. In the next row, we have a Khorne cannon from the Demon book. Here's a Gorebeast chariot with Mark of Khorne, and a standard chariot with the Mark of Khorne. Behind them is a unit of 5 Blood Crushers, and then another unit of 3 Blood Crushers, mostly plastic. I think there's at least one metal figure mixed in there. And here's this beautiful Bloodthirster model. Moving on to the Tzeentch models. Start off with a large unit of Pink Horrors. Just about all these miniatures are metal, except for the Herald in the front, who is newer plastic. To their right, these are Chaos Warriors with Mark of Tzeentch, but they are built using the Carrick Acolytes from Age of Sigmar, and this unit is all plastic. Got a unit of Chaos Knights with Mark of Tzeentch. These are the older Metal Knights. Have a Chaos Sorcerer with Mark of Tzeentch. Looking at some Marauder Horsemen with Mark of Tzeentch, and you'll notice that there are some mutations there. Those are made using some leftover bits from Pink Horror Kit. Over here we have Kairos Fate Weaver. Could also be played as a Lord of Change. Moving on to the Nurgle minis. Got this Great Unclean one. It's massive, disgusting miniature. It's entrails pouring out, boils and pus and pox all over him. Crusty, rusted blade. Joe is using this metal Great Unclean one as a Demon Prince of Nurgle. Have a Beastman Bray Shaman, who could have Mark of Nurgle. And this is a metal Chaos Sorcerer with Mark of Nurgle. And then some Marauder Horsemen. They don't necessarily have to be marked, but they would with their color scheme, they'd fit most closely with the other Nurgle models here. Looking at a Chaos Warrior chariot. This is a horse chariot. And over here is a Gorbeast chariot, also with Mark of Nurgle. And then a large block of Chaos Warriors with great weapons. The one in the front right corner is a metal Nurgle champion. And there are some unit fillers here made from the Putrid Blight Kings kit. And there's also a couple of converted Plague Bearers into Chaos Warriors in there. In the back, we've got a Manticore plastic kit. Moving across, have a large unit of Beasts of Nurgle. Most of these are metal, with their unit leader, Burgle. Here is a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, which is an old metal kit. And my favorite unit in the Force is this beautiful horde of metal Plague Bearers. These models are putrid and gross. They're standing on slimy, rotten bases, and Joe has these crusted, rusty blades on them. The models are all metal with the exception of this herald that leads them. And Joe tells me that the first models that he painted in this army are in this unit. And the last unit is a unit of 3 Nurglings. These are swarms. So thanks for making it to the end of the video, this presentation of King Flippy's Chaos Legion Force. I would estimate it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,000 points once you include all the characters and monsters that are here. If you're interested in seeing more work by King Flippy, he is mostly active on TikTok, and I will put his contact information in the video description. I suggest following him on whatever platforms he's on. And if you're interested in seeing more large collections of Warhammer Fantasy miniatures presented in this way, I would recommend subscribing to the channel here so that you can see notifications for other postings that I have coming up. There's several other armies in the queue that I'm excited to present to you over the next couple of months. But thank you for watching. Take care.